want to kind of go through like a feel-good flow. No rhyme, rhythm, reason other than just to feel good. I am like racking my brain thinking about like what I want to offer in this YouTube video. And to be honest, I just want to flow, like stretch. And so if that's what you're feeling and you don't want to feel tied down to like a enormous flow or like you got to get all these postures and stuff like that and you just want a couple of things to do to get your day going, hope this is it. All I like to use in my video is blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. You don't even have to use them. I just like them. They bring a little bit of extra support for my wrists. I love a blanket on my mat, brings support to my knees, and just makes it comfortable. I'm a big, big believer that if you make your space comfortable, you're more willing to show up. And I'm all about showing up for yourself. Okay. So join me on the mat and let's get started. We're going to start in tabletop position. So knees are just about hip width apart. Hands are about shoulder width apart here. Again, you can bring those blocks underneath your wrist for a little bit of extra support. And we're just going to get into it. So we're going to start with some cat-cow to bring some flexion, extension into the spine. So inhaling in, dropping that belly down. Exhaling out, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Really bringing your breath here. So all the, whoa, what? The most important thing in a good deep stretch is your breath. Most importantly. So we're just going to move through this little sequence a couple times with your own breath. You don't need to rush anything. In fact, I would love if you didn't rush and you just took the time to really soak in the feeling. Think about each like vertebrae in the spine kind of flexing and extending. So rounding the spine, dropping the belly down, noticing how that feels. We're going to do a couple more of these. Inhaling in, dropping the belly down. And exhaling out, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Good. Coming back through to neutral, we're going to come into a low lunge. So we're just going to bring that left leg all the way up to meet our hands. And again, like you don't have to make this perfect. It's not like you gotta be in this flowy, beautiful state. I just kind of want us to find postures that give a good stretch in our body today. So no expectations, no aesthetics that we're chasing after other than just feeling good. So bringing those arms up into that low lunge. Maybe we kind of move and shift our hips forward and back. And we can kind of bring our arms wherever feels good. Maybe that's to our sides. Maybe that's cactus arms. Or maybe that's just keeping them all the way up into the air. But taking a moment here just with our breath. Inhaling in, feeling strong in that foot. Exhaling out, bringing those hands back down to the blocks. And we're going to bring that left foot, all the way out into a low lunge. Not a low lunge. My God, we just did that. A lizard pose. Hey guys, losing my mind here. Into a lizard pose. So just kind of sinking that left foot in. You can bring that right knee up, finding a little bit deeper lizard pose, or you can keep your knee down. Taking a breath here, inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. Bringing that knee back into tabletop position. And here we go. Bringing that right leg up to meet where the hands are. Again, lifting up into that low lunge. Maybe rocking, shifting the hips forward and back, kind of finding a little deep stretch in the hips and the pelvis. Good. Again, kind of playing with your arms. Maybe we do cactus arms for a heart opener. Inhaling in one more time. Exhale, dropping our hands down. Moving that right foot out into lizard pose. Again, we can keep that left knee on the mat or we can lift up. Whatever is feeling good in your body today. Taking a breath here. And exhaling out, we drop that knee. Bringing that foot back into tabletop. We're going to widen our knees here and sink back, coming into child's pose. Dropping our head and chest down. Good. Lifting back up, keeping our knees where they're at in that wide stance. We're going to do thread the needle. So we're going to lift that left arm all the way up to the sky. Inhaling in. Exhale, we loop it through underneath that right hand, dropping our head down into thread the needle. Inhaling in, twisting, finding a good twist in the spine. Good. Sinking all the way back up. Lifting our right arm all the way up. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Thread the needle. Finding our breath here. Good. And coming back up. We're going to come back into neutral. Kind of sweep our feet out from us and come into a seated position. Extending both legs out in front of us. Maybe you even lift your hips up a little bit to create a little bit more depth in our sits bones so that we're really grounding into the mat below us. Inhaling in, lifting the arms all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. This is where I like the blocks. And kind of put my forearms on them and just sink down into the stretch. Finding your breath here, inhaling in and exhaling out. One more deep inhale in and exhaling out. Good. Coming all the way back up, we're going to come onto our backs. All right, as we make our way to our back, I want us to keep our feet planted onto the mat so our knees are shining up towards the sky. And we're going to widen our stance, so bring our feet a little bit off the mat, and we're just going to come into windshield wipers, opening the front of the hip, touching hip flexors, just rocking side to side with our breath. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. We're bringing those feet back together. We're going to lift our hips up over to the left side, extending our right leg, and we're going to twist that. We're going to bring that left knee to the right side into a spinal twist. Feeling that deep stretch in the back, in the glute, in the hip. Taking a few moments here Inhaling in one more time. And exhaling out, we unravel. And we'll do that on the other side. So lifting our hips up, moving them over to the right, extending that left leg, and bringing that right knee all the way over to the left into a spinal twist. Finding our breath here. Just noticing what sounds we might hear. Super windy here today in Michigan, so I'm just looking at the trees, which kind of freak me out. Inhaling in and exhaling out, we unravel. Good. We're going to bring our feet as wide as they can as we bring those knees in together. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. We're going to do the opposite of that, bringing our feet together and splaying our knees and thighs out into butterfly pose. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. Into our last pose of Shavasana, corpse pose. We extend our legs out. Maybe we lift our chest up so our shoulder blades come together. And we just let our body sink into the mat. Resting, not moving or changing anything or holding any muscles, just allowing our body to simply exist. Thank you for joining this flow, spending a few moments for yourself, and allowing me to be a little messy in this teaching. And for honestly just remembering that life is messy. Yoga is messy. There isn't any perfect way to do this. It's honestly just about showing up, taking care of our mental and physical health, and just tending to ourselves so that we can do better in the world. Inhaling in one more time together, bringing our hands to the third eye, right between the eyebrows. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Namaste. Thank you for joining this flow. I hope you liked it. A reminder that life is messy, yoga is messy. You don't have to be perfect, and all bodies are yoga bodies. So show up, tend to yourself. Yeah, thanks for being here. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you and flow with you soon.